the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Oakland. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. Timing.
I'm watching it. Just go
the
to
run even better.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Now, dude. I'm watching on my phone.
Set. 60 or.
Second and 13.
I swear, bro.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Do you hear that?
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Should I stop it? Huh? You just said you can't find it. Why am I going to keep playing it?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. And some room to work. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter. It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was that he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone. It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early. What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that? Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done. Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long. Yeah, better against man than zone, or better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. On second down now, Dickerson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
What tight end? Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On second down, Dickerson. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
70, Indy. Check 43. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Bang, Christian, Travis. Bang, bang. Check. Five.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
64, weak. Get it.
On second down now, Dickerson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Here we go.
So third and goal, the defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
No, that's some
and a
bullshit.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it?
Oh, and he fucking
they throw an
jumped.
interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The good news is it only sets him back a few inches on half the distance. The bad news, not much further back you can go. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. They'll run with a fullback Ham. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down, Raiders.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 59 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, set. 94. X3. 218. Chopper. Switch. No. Off.
On first down, Dickerson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
43. Bravo. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Taysom Hill, 35 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Sammy Watkins, 72 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Watch that edge on his right. Got it.
Now back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover. And it's a
No, get fucking bullshit, dude. You see the fucking Mitchell? You see the fucking bullshit right there? Picked it up, fumbled it again.
60 outlaw. Check, 43. Here we go. Fire.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they have regained the lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it
They didn't let
down.
me fucking free catch you, dude.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
No.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
No.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 24 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run here with Bo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson.
Oh my God, dude, fuck.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready. 18 Gators. Double tight. Everyone got 4.
On first down, it's Allen, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Topper!
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Gotta get the point. Get on the... Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
What?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better. As they can.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Bo. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background. right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's Jackson to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
No, just wasting the clock,
One
bro.
last shot for Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix